penny. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Detroit!
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And this passing game, his whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you want a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And some room to roam now. Zeke with a shake and bake. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards on the ground. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, and you're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Watching that, Barney.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Dancing to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. from the shotgun. Here's Dobbs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep. It's caught at the 10. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that brought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Detroit! Detroit!
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, twisting away. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Penny, the first down carry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Elliott, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
All right, now look at
Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The pitch goes to Penny. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, here's Penny. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find.
Touchdown, Falcons! Davante Adams, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Melange. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dante Pettis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dumps that off to Petty as running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The give is to Elliott. And an alley to run. And now running right through it. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 75 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Rashad Penny in the final seconds of the first half, and the Falcons have broken our tie. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Ross. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They run it with Melange. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll drop to throw. The catch made by Miller. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Again, it's Elliott. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. A big play that time on the catch and run. They'll run here with Balaj. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. He can't get it down. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. He'll drop to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. A first down carry by Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. Schritt, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Leopard!
Looking to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. And then
touchdown, Falcons! Ezekiel Elliott, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continue.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll give to Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The 13 yards that time and a first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Rashad Penny, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's a give to Penny, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do it.
And that's caught inside the 30. They give them a gain of 38. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Here's Elliott to the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go to Elliott again. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes. They've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And they'll indeed take a knee. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense